Let's go over how I spent my money this week as a 40-something-year-old corporate girly that would like to retire in 8 years but has no retirement savings, is $95,000 in debt. $85,000 of that is student loan debt and $10,000 is in credit card debt that I'd like to pay off by the end of this year, but I don't know how to do that because I don't make enough money. I've been thinking about what I want the new intro to be, and I honestly don't know. I need to take a few days to actually think about it. I feel like I'm always going and doing and doing and doing and going, and I feel like I haven't really sat down and thought about it truthfully. And the reason why we're changing the intro is I've talked about this often in the last 3 videos, is because I am no longer trying to pay off my credit cards by the end of this year. We have swapped all the credit card debt to a 0% credit card, and we are now taking advantage of the 18 months that we have, and we are going to take some of this time to build up our high yield savings account, which is like my emergency fund if I were to lose my job or had a crazy large expense. I do like to keep about $2,000, $2,500 in my checking account for things if I got a flat tire or I don't know, some random expense with my dog or something like that. So we do need to think about a new intro though. I just don't know what I want it to be. Made a hot coffee. It's so cold. It's freezing here in Florida. Okay, we'll get into everything I spent my money on. Just before we do that, we'll go over a couple of items. I'm 42 years old. I live in the Tampa Bay area. I'm an empty nester. Both my kids are grown, gone, doing their own thing. I am a grandma. One of my daughters had a baby 4 months ago. I have a cute French bulldog. I love her. Love her. My youngest is about to be 20 and she is joining the army. So crazy, but go her. Hoorah. Is that what the Marines say or the Army? I don't know. You guys will tell me. And it's weird because my ex-husband's in the Army, or he's retired Army, so I feel like I should know what they say because we were married for 8 years, but I don't know. Let's see. I own my car. I paid it off last year. I rent an apartment. My rent is about $1,600, which we are going to go into this week because rent is due. We just paid it. And I'm a corporate girly and I earn a salary of about $75,000 a year prior to taxes. I think that covers everything. Okay, so we came into this month of December with $628.35 that we saved from last month. And we're doing that because $200 of our paycheck is going directly into our high yield savings account at my job. At my job, I have it where $200 going to my Basque Bank and then $200 or no, not, the rest is going to my checking account at Truist, so that way I can pay my bills, live my life, and all of that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing right now. So we brought over $628 from last month, and we brought home after taxes, after the $200 that goes into a high yield savings account, I brought home $1,953.18. I made $14.27 off my Amazon storefront. So the amount of money that we have to spend with and everything is $2,596.80. I did go overboard with the groceries, but I did have to get dishwasher detergent, more tampons, I got cleaning supplies and stuff, so I kind of went a little bit over because of all of that. And I'm not gonna lie, I bought snacks and stuff like that, and I needed to chill out. So we're gonna go try to go as lean as we can next week to make up for this. I don't know if we're going to come in budget of $240. We might be a little bit outside of that, but I'm going to rein it in. We need to rein it in. Every so often I get like this where I like have hankerings for different snacks at home because I pretty much am a breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't snack a lot, but occasionally I get in a snacky kind of mood, or I want sweet treats and stuff like that. And around my time of my month, my cycle starts. Oh, it's bad. So I went a little overboard and we need to rein it in. I spent $169.91 on groceries this week. For gas, I spent about $45. At Scouts Vet, I only ended up spending, I think, $113.50, but I forgot that I do like what's it called, Dutch.com, and that's like an online vet kind of thing that you can do virtual vet visits. You can do virtual vet visits for things that are like non-emergency. Obviously, if your dog breaks their bone or something, like, you can't do a virtual vet visit. Take it to the emergency vet. But Scout always has so many problems, like allergy problems and stuff like that, that I signed up for Dutch.com. We've used it some, but I feel like we haven't used it in a couple months. So I think I might go in there and like cancel. I always debate if I cancel because I feel like I've canceled before. And I feel like every time I cancel, like the next week I need it. So pray for me. I'm going to cancel it because I don't want to pay $35 a month for nothing. But yeah, pray for me. Because if I cancel it, I don't want to go to the vet. But we did just go to the vet and get her allergy shot. That's what we spent $113.50 on. But we also spent $35 on Dutch.com. So I just rounded Scout's Vet like section of the budget over to $148.50. We were able to get Hulu again on Black Friday, so we paid $1.12 for Hulu, and that is like 99 cents for Hulu plus a tax. So we will be doing that for the next 12 months. And if you haven't signed up for Hulu on Black Friday and you have Hulu and you're paying $11 whatever dollars, go check out their Black Friday pricing. I think they even have Black Friday pricing if you do like Hulu Plus or like Disney and Disney Plus, because then you can do like Hulu and like Stars, Hulu and Disney Plus, and a couple of things. So I think they have other specials, and I highly encourage you to go check to see if they're running their special still. But that's what I did last year. You just have to sign up every year. You have to get a new email address, and I have like 6 email addresses or something, so I've just been cycling through those ever since I found out about the Black Friday pricing last year. So yay, go us. I'm so excited. Okay, sorry, my daughter called me and I had to take that call. She wanted to show me her freshly blown out straightened hair, because both me and my youngest daughter have like curly hair. I like to blow it out more often. I'm just a blowout girl. Back to the expenses though. $25 for my cell phone bill. I have Visible by Verizon. I highly encourage you, if you have Verizon, then you should have Visible by Verizon. It's $25 a month. You can add an Apple Watch for, I think, $10 or $15 extra a month. I don't have an Apple Watch, so I do remember seeing that you can though. It's like a $10 or $15 extra charge. I don't know if you can like finance a phone. I do need a new phone. I'm not gonna lie. I've been working off an iPhone 11. Yes, I've had this since COVID times, and it's starting to show its age a little bit. It's still working, so I'm gonna keep using it, but it's something in the back of my mind that I know I'm gonna have to spend some money on getting a new phone over the next 12 months, probably sometime in the next year. If I can stretch it out longer than that, then that's fine. But that's how I record all of my content. every single video on my page is filmed on my iPhone 11. So, I don't know. I do want to get a camera, but that's something also I want to save up for, and I don't want to splurge unless somehow my YouTube page goes crazy and I make a lot of money off AdSense or something. We budgeted $91.45 for Scouts food, and that's how much I ended up spending. Now we're going to go through my miscellaneous. I did a bad job at throwing everything in the budget into miscellaneous and not making a little like category for like shopping and eating out and stuff like that. And I give myself $75, and we're getting close to that $75. But because we threw everything in there in the budget, I'm trying to like keep it consistent with how I'm doing my weekly spends. So I'm going to tell you guys everything that's in my miscellaneous category that I spent. $7.49. I got a coffee yesterday at a local coffee shop. I love supporting local, and I wanted to get like a little hot beverage to do all my errands with. $20. I got my grandson some clothes at Once Upon a Child yesterday while I was out. I gave my youngest daughter $7 because she has to work Black Friday, or she worked Black Friday, and she works at Walmart right now before she joins or ships off to boot camp. And Black Friday is not what it used to be. I worked Black Friday when I worked at H.H. Gregg many moons ago, when H.H. Gregg was around. It was like my part-time gig that I did on the weekends and after hours, because I worked at a bank during the day. And that was the only Black Friday I worked, and that was probably 8 years ago. It was crazy. I was like, I will never work a Black Friday again in my life. But now Black Friday means nothing because the sales aren't selling and people shop online. So it didn't do what it needed to do, but I still sent her the $7 to get a coffee because I thought she would want some extra caffeine. And then I spent another $19.63 at Once Upon a Child with my daughter the other day when we went. I ended up going to Once Upon a Child twice, and I went to 2 different locations. And if you don't know what Once Upon a Child is, it is a secondhand retailer for like baby and kids like clothes and items like high chairs, strollers, clothes, toys, all kinds of stuff. And this other one I went to yesterday was crazy. I'm gonna gatekeep it though. If you live in the Tampa Bay area, I'm gatekeeping this Once Upon a Child. If you know, you know. I spent $6.15 on a Starbucks coffee earlier in the week, and then $2.50 I had to put air in my tire because the temperature randomly went from hot to cold, and it created air pressure situation in my tires. I'm a girl, I don't know. I just know I needed air in my tires, and I paid for it, and I did that. My light went out. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. My light went out. We're almost done though. I spent $1,613.76 on my rent, which brings my total amount of expenses over to $2,157.51. So we started with $2,596.80 to be able to fund the next 2 weeks with for bills, expenses, and stuff. We have $439.29 to spend next week. We need to rein it in on the groceries. A lot of that did go to rent. It's fine. We won't be going to the vet again. Scout's got her food for the month. We paid for our Hulu. We paid for our cell phone bill. So I don't feel like there's a lot of stuff that we need to pay for next week besides like gas and groceries. I can't think of anything else. Let me look at the budget. I think we needed cell phone bill, Scout's food, rent, groceries, gas, vet visit, miscellaneous. Yeah, we don't really have much that we need to spend our money on next week. So I think we're good. Now I want to log into my high yield savings account because we are going to track that by pay period. I think I won't see any of the interest until the end of the month or the beginning of the next month when it all finally calculates and does its own thing. So we put 200, let's see, where's my high yield savings tracker? We need that. We started with $4,503.73. And now we put $200 into our high yield savings account with this paycheck. And now we are at $4,703.73. Ah! I can't wait. Go me. I know it's not a large jump and it's not a lot of money still compared to like other people or whatever. But, whoa, excuse me. I didn't mean to burp. I'm proud of myself, okay? I don't care if y'all are proud of me. I'm proud of myself. I'm coming a long way. We are light years away of when I started. And I didn't have a high yield savings account. I wasn't really budgeting. I didn't have this template the way it is now. Like, I'm light years away from where I want and need to be. But I'm also light years from where I came from and started. So we're making progress, and any little bit of progress is so amazing, and I'm just so thankful. Yay. All right. I love y'all, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.